how I made a Tyler1 bot, which will pretty much tweet out the progress of Tyler1 as he go through his mid adventure. I mean, originally it was about to keep track of me, as you can see right here. Retrokun, I won the game, and it shows everything. Yes, I'm bronze 1. Terrible. But if I were to go over here and rerun it, I changed everything to Tyler1's thing, Mammoth Man 65. I run it. Boom. Go to Twitter real quick, refresh the page. Boom. Mammoth Man 65. Now, this is just a bot which I have to run. I want to make it to the progress where I don't have to run it and it'll run automatically. To do that, I'm gonna have to pretty much go through Amazon Web Services and let's see, it ran this game. Did a few seconds ago. It just updated. And if I go to boom, 1718 Annie, pretty interesting. So let me run down on what the bot does. So there's a version of the game, and I'm gonna tell you what it does. There's the consumer key, this consumer secret. This is all for Twitter pretty much. Tweepy, you see. So this is everything for Riot API. Pretty much you need a Riot API to run this, and it's actually pretty easy to get one. Go to developer.riotgames, and then you could do everything you see me here. I mean, I'm gonna be releasing the code, and pretty much just put your code in here and you'll be good to use the API. But for this, you gotta make a Twitter account. It's more complicated. Honestly, it was hard for me to do this. So right here, it finds the last match that I played from Twitter, or the last match that I tweeted, print it out, gets the match ID, and it pretty much returns the match ID for here. Okay, actually, everything starts right here pretty much. But yeah, find champion. So right here, summoner. So this is the pretty much saying, oh, there's the summoner's name. There's the stats. Looks for the summoner, the stats of the summoner. Here, you see where it says find last match. If the last match isn't equal to the last match that they played, so this is for Twitter. So it found the last match that I played from Twitter. If it's the same, it's not gonna run because I already tweeted that out. But if it isn't the same, it's gonna run. Looks for the summer. It goes through every detail of the match IDs, of the match names, and it finds the name that I'm looking for. For right here, I'm looking for Tyler1. So boom. So it keeps the row. That's why it's called keep this row. Participants. Looks for the participants again. And then it looks for everything of that person's participant. Their kills, deaths, assists, did they win, their rank, their LP, their win rate is calculated like that with the losses and stuff. The champion, the match game ID, everything. So after that, it goes to find champion, which is up here. Find champion is a little bit, first of all, my code is messy. This is the first time I coded in Python. But it opens this URL, the D-Dragon League. Let me see, do I have it open here? Yeah, this is this. Pretty much just a bunch of spaghetti looking thing, which you could translate to actually mean things by this code. So it opens the URL, source, reads it, and then it loads as a JSON. And for every item in the data, it prints. Oh wait, for this, so this is pretty much just printing everything. But since it got to the place before it's done, so it just stopped at Annie. But pretty much it's supposed to print everything. So I wanted to see how the data was printed. So then it takes this, and if the ID, so for this, it gives me an ID instead of the actual champion name. So I translate the ID into the champion's name. That's how we get which champion they had. And if I win, or else if he didn't win, he lost. And then tweet this is pretty much putting everything into a variable, a text variable, and then this for I could see. So this just prints it like in the terminal, and then create tweet. This sends the tweet out by doing this API.update_status equals tweet out. This is everything that Tweepy does, and this is pretty much just testing. So yeah, that's how it works. It's very interesting, and I expect so in the future, instead of it looking like this, I want that KDA, the champion, to all be present in like a little photo with the photo having like a victory overlay on the champion, or like a loss, and the match ID still being there. But yeah, that's how I want it in the future. So I'm gonna post this code in GitHub, and I'm gonna post a link, and then in the future, if y'all want to see more videos like this of me trying to work on this, I would. But instead of it being on already complete done code, I'll try to code it and then upload it on a YouTube channel while I'm working on it. Thank you guys.